Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all watching Billy Altador, you know what I'm saying? The man behind OTT, Over the Top brand. You feel me? Catch me on the next episode of Straight Facts, brought to you by BIA Media, Currency ENT, you dig?
Straight Facts, you already know your boy Ace, live and direct from the BIA Media, Currency ENT. Manny, what we got?
We got BD from OTT.
What up, my dog?
Oh my God.
Yo, I've been trying to meet the guy behind the brand, bro.
Yes, sir. What
So
up?
that's the man right there?
What's up? What's up?
Okay, Billy, thanks for coming, bro. It's an honor, bro. Yo, the
Thank y'all for
OTT,
having me, you know?
for sure, bro. Yo, the OTT brand, I've been seeing it on IG and Facebook for years,
Okay.
not knowing who was the founder or who was behind the brand, you know?
That's good.
I mean, it's really an honor for real, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Are you from Ottawa?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what's up, bro. You
Sure.
grew up here and stuff?
Yeah, went to school here, high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice. Most definitely, I'm from Ottawa. Most definitely.
Okay. That's what's up. And tell me about how you started OTT. Like, how would you say it's a reflection of your own identity?
Okay, for sure. Me, I think naturally, like, I'm like a big, like, nationalist, like, you know what I mean? I love to represent where I'm from. Like, you know what I mean? Being from Haiti, it's like,
Alright.
I already have pride instilled in me, you know? So it's like, you know, growing up in Ottawa, you know what I mean? I have to be proud of it as well, too, you know?
Right.
So I was like, damn, how can I kind of like represent that,
Yeah.
you know, some type of way? Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Makes sense.
You
I started making the hats. Yeah, you know what I
None of that
mean?
auto whack bullshit.
Yeah.
Trying to sell us.
You know, like people have their own versions, but I have my own too, and my version is sick.
Hold
From the time I was young to now, my version of Ottawa is sick.
That's what's up. And you from Ottawa,
Right?
right?
A sick life, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
That's
what
what
do
we
you
need
mean?
to hear, bro. Because I always be
Yeah.
saying Ottawa or Ottawa this, Ottawa that. What about the good times in Ottawa? What about, you know, what the city
Like,
got to offer?
Nobody talks about it.
Sick life.
Yeah.
Okay?
How would you describe your own personal style, you would say?
Oh, bro, I would just say like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of like, you know, I feel different on certain days. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to be casual or whatever, but most times I'm just like, I'm really easy, bro. Just like denims,
Yeah.
like t-shirt, like, you know what I mean?
You just keep it nice and
Kicks,
simple.
that's it.
That's
Like,
it.
yeah,
Nice pair of shoes.
Easy, yeah.
Varsity jacket.
Yeah, you
Right,
know,
like you're rocking right now?
Exactly, easy, you know?
Would you say like you're the type of guy that like to wear your own brand a lot, or you just like the people? You like the people to wear the brand that you're making?
Well, both. No, I like to wear my own stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I have to like it.
I hope. I hope.
If I don't like it, I don't want to wear it. Like, you know. But yeah, I wear my stuff.
Is that a thing? Like most designers, do you think they wear their stuff? Like, do you know about
I don't know. Like, you know what?
Some
I think
people
so,
don't,
bro. Like, I think so. Some don't. I guess
Yeah.
it depends what level you at. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And right now we live on your IG, right?
Yeah, we live on the IG.
Oh,
People
shit.
are tapped
That's
in.
the
like,
first
you
straight
know,
finesse.
people are tapping in, so it's
Yes,
dope.
sir.
You know.
And yo, bro, tell me, what is your first fashion memory?
Oh boy, my first fashion memory. Yo, honestly, I have to say, like, when I was young, bro, and I seen what's that actor's name, man? Maestro Fresh, you know, Toronto rapper.
Oh, Maestro in the radio.
Maestro.
Yeah.
Boy, you had to join.
Maestro
Let your
and-
backbone slide.
That's the
I don't know if
old
you
school.
remember that
Maestro
video,
and
yeah.
Chocolate and all those guys.
What year is that? What year was that?
The early 90s, you're probably too young.
Early
for that,
90s.
man.
Yeah, nah, nigga.
Yeah.
I was
Too
getting
young for
formed.
that, my
I was
guy.
just getting formed. I didn't know what year it was.
Yeah, let your backbone slide. And I remember like being at my mom's and I watched the video on TV and I was like, damn. And the nigga kept saying in a song, and I say it again, I'm not American, like type shit. You know, and I was like,
Yeah.
"The fuck, where's he from?"
Yeah.
The whole swag is like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And he had the jackets to everything. I was like, damn, the nigga's from Toronto, he's from Canada.
Yeah.
I could think like from back then, that's when I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
niggas do it too here.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So every time I seen
Like his style, like
every time I seen like
his style.
culture and swag, it was always like
Right.
you know, from
Right.
Across the border.
And
So
when
when I
you
seen
repeat that line, it's I'm not American.
Yeah, and I say it again, I'm not American. But you can YouTube the video and check it out.
He's the classic. Yeah, he's one.
Yeah, but that was one of the images.
Yeah, him covering all the Shaw, Flair, and all those guys that were like the main guys in Toronto. If you could go back and give yourself an advice, what would you say?
Oh man, I would definitely tell myself to just go harder, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So what makes you say that though?
What?
Yeah.
Because man, like as you grow old, you know what I'm saying? That's when you realize like, damn, what matters.
Right.
So it's better to realize that when you're younger, what really matters. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like more fun's less fun. You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel when you were a bit younger that you, I wouldn't say wasted all the time, but you just think like you could have choose your choice a little bit, your time a little bit more wisely?
Yeah, most definitely, for sure, most definitely. But I don't regret anything. You know what I mean? I don't regret anything. Like, you know, I'm still here, so it's like, that means like, you know what I mean? I still have purpose. Like, I still like, you know what I mean? God still keep me here, so you know, there's still something for me to figure out. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So everything happened for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
So I try to live with no regrets, straight up.
100%. Yo, bro, and when you think
Cheers
about
on that, cheers on that.
cheers on that,
Cheers on that.
You know, guys, like I'm thinking about that. Like you're talking about that, like you know your past, but like part of these experiences, like you know, which one of these experiences shape you know your brand, you know, or how have they shaped your brand, you know, and it also made you the man that you are today.
Yeah. Shoot, man. There's so many, bro. You know what I mean? Because there's so many like milestones that I encountered through years of it. You know what I mean? Even just starting off, like it's kind of like, and nobody taught me nothing. Like I learned all the ropes. Like you know what I mean? So just starting off, not kind of like envisioning how much money it's gonna take. Like you know what I mean? You think it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna like get orders and push it on, and then you know you run into like little troubles and and stuff.
Right.
So, you know, just it's very costly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
If you're trying to do it the right way.
Right.
You know, but yeah, sorry, I was trying. What was the question again?
Yeah, but that's it. Like I mean,
Yeah.
it was just to ask you know about like you know your past experiences, how it helped.
Okay, yeah. So that's like some of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, just the trials I went through throughout
But
the years.
it happens with any type of business that you do. You is how you deal with the obstacles. It makes you the person who you are today, right?
Exactly. Like one time I had a whole order, like a whole collection that was.
Tell us where.
That was like all fucked up, like
back orders.
Yeah, like they sent me all my stuff,
and you have a deadline to do.
Like not even like I can't presentable, bro. Like
right.
The threading was off, everything was fucked up. The hats was off.
Right.
I remember I showed it to my boy Kevin. He's like, "Oh man, it's dirty. No, that's fucked up." So you know what I'm saying? So how do you go about dealing with that, right?
Right.
You already paid. They sent you
And
a bunch
who
of
was that
shit
person
that's
who
fucked
did you dirty? That was your manufacturer?
Yeah.
Were they local or were they like overseas?
Overseas, yeah.
Overseas, and then that was a new relationship, or?
You know what? It was fairly new.
Yeah,
Right.
New,
So then you told your boy about it, and then.
Yeah, I showed him the product. He's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? But so how do you go about dealing with that, right?
Quick question: how did you deal with that situation itself? I'm kind of curious at this moment. Like, how did you deal with that situation itself?
Yo, first I had to deal with my anxiety.
Emails.
First I had to
How many emails did you answer?
First I had to deal with the anxiety it gave me because it's like you already spent your bread,
Right.
and now you know you already sent you the product. So now, you know, it's all gonna come down to like morals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the customer is not happy. The money got paid already.
Right.
The product is fucked up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now, you know, you're negotiating, but you're just hoping that, you know, these people have morals and kind of like, you know what I mean?
Understand
like
the situation.
business ethic.
Yeah.
And like, you know, luckily for me, they did. So they, you know, they remade everything for me.
Oh wow.
And they sent me everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Oh, that's cool.
You
That's
know,
cool
so
for sure.
yeah, but it was like a long process of back and forth.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
How often do you release new style? What would you say?
Yo, I would say like twice a year, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
fall and spring.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like right now, I got that little jacket. I got
Yeah, so that's spring. Yeah,
That's the swag right there,
that's
eh?
a spring color.
Talk about that's like what makes you.
That's a spring?
Yeah, I would say so. With the orange color and everything.
Yeah.
Fall
I mean,
season.
I mean, you know,
fall
what I mean?
season.
Nobody said spring.
Yeah, you know, it's spring and fall. Like it's up to you.
I
Like,
think,
you know
I,
what
think,
I mean?
I think when I bought this last year, and I just love the color itself.
Yeah.
Like Halloween coming out, fall season and whatnot, and that's like, you know what?
He's still doing Halloween, guys.
Yeah, so, you know what? Hey, Halloween never stops. Some people, man. I just love
It's
the
a nice
color
color for real though.
itself. So what would you think about the color itself, that orange, just to get your perspective on it?
Okay, well, you know, I think the color orange is like very attracting. Like, you know,
Right. True.
first and foremost. And it's a warm color too, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you kind of like Google colors and stuff like that, they have like definitions
Yeah.
of them, you know?
Mhm.
And yeah, sometimes I kind of go with that, you know?
That's the
I
thing.
kinda
It's not for everybody, right? It's not like black and white kind of thing.
Yeah.
Some people could pull it off.
you see how like some colors
Right.
are attached to like certain moods,
Right.
or like they attract certain moods
Yeah.
out of people. You know
I
what I
heard
mean?
that.
So straight up. So I think orange is like a bright, fun color.
No, I love it, man.
For sure.
It did me a lot of good anyway.
Yeah, you know? Straight up.
Yeah. Yo, bro, let me ask you this, okay? This is a question most people have, like, when they're about to start a brand. Like, you know, like, when you had your first run, you just started, you're like, yo, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like, how hard was it, like, and how was it, like, you know, doing a brand that, like, no one really knows, it's not hyped, it's not trendy, you know? Like, how was that?
Yo, bro, luckily for me, I kind of felt like when I started, I was kind of like in a lane of my own, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So when I printed the first hat with OTT on it, you know, there was nothing like it out there. So
So it was hats at first.
yeah, it was hats at first. Yeah.
You're a hot guy.
Yeah, most definitely. You know,
Nobody was repping Ottawa in the fashion industry, basically.
I mean, if there was,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
You know
I didn't
about
know about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm sure there was. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you don't want people that's
For
watching
sure, yeah.
being like,
And the
what?
souvenir
I used to
shop.
have my shit.
At the
like,
souvenir shop.
Yeah.
But it's not hype though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's, you know, so at the end of the day, it's all about visions, you know? I had a different vision.
Right. And then like, did you hustle the money? Like, how'd you like make it happen? Like,
Oh yeah, like
Tell
when,
us,
when I
man.
started, I was like doing footwork, like I was selling hats, footwork, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like hand to hand, you know what I mean? I was going to people's homes.
buying it first and then being like, yo, I have this product.
That's
Yeah,
it.
getting it made, but like, you know, like, and even in the beginning, like I was doing like little photo shoots and stuff like that, so I was
Posting that
attracting
online?
people online, yeah.
How many years ago was that?
Yo, bro, like, maybe like 2016-ish.
Right.
Mhm.
So hat by hat.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'd get a little collection, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little 50, you know, whatever, you know, and kind of like push that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I would sell it for like $40. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Y'all write down some games, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving them the game.
Entrepreneur
You know what I'm saying?
Top right there.
You know what I mean? Put out little 50 hats.
So you would say
$40.
that you would say the hats were like the number one brand you started with.
Yeah, straight up. I think like the hats, it's kind of like.
Was it the
even-
most popular that at that time?
Yeah, straight up. You know, in a hat too, it's kind of like it's easy. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
kind of like even if you're not like a hat fanatic, like
Yeah.
just having a hat represent your city where you're from.
Mhm.
You know, it's just like something to just have. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like you see everybody wearing the Yankees hats.
And
They're not even from New York.
Yeah.
but it's a cool thing to have. You know, the blue Yankees. You know what I'm saying?
You're preaching right now.
You know what I mean? And like I'm guilty of it.
Yeah.
Like growing up, yeah, of
Yeah.
course, I love the blue Yankees.
And
I
I-
still do.
like, I ain't
But
lying.
now I got my own shit. You know what I mean?
And you was only positive experiences in Ottawa, correct?
What? Yo, positive and negative.
Hey, that's
bro.
what's up.
When
Your
positive
Toronto
and
niggas, everybody
negative.
gotta hear this because
Come
they
on,
be
bro.
thinking with the whole fam.
Nah,
those
bro, positive and negative, but
those OTT hats were selling like everywhere.
Yeah.
Almost all
Like
like,
social media.
like me, like you know, like I go on. I'm a social pretty guy.
Yeah.
So every club that I went to, and when I went to the market and whatnot, I always had like it was a nice diversity of people having the OTT.
I agree with that.
But that's one other thing as well. It doesn't attract just one type. People, it just attract a bunch of people, and
Exactly.
a lot of diversity, a lot of different colors as well.
it's almost like people were like thirsty for it, like you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like, because it wasn't there, you know. And you know what? And I feel like Ottawa too, like people are very responsive to like, you know, like things that the city don't have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you start a business and like we didn't have that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, people are very responsive to like that, you know, because the city is kind of like growing still. You know?
Would you say Ottawa are very supportive, like, with new businesses, or is this kind of iffy with that?
No, I think, you know what, if you come correct, you know what I mean, you do it right, like, yeah, people will support you. Like, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. Like, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Like, you can't cheat business. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you start a business and it's not working out for you, you might have to kind of like sit back and think about, like, you know, what you're doing, like why it's not working out.
Right.
How are you attracting people? Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? How's your interaction with people?
Right. Your customer service.
Yeah.
How can I get better?
So many areas,
Right, a lot of areas.
So, you know, yeah, man, you know.
It seems like the operation grew for you, and you're doing quite well now.
But you know what, bro? Like, you know, I think
Where's the chain? Like, fuck the chain. You're not a chain nigga.
And no, you know what I mean. It's like I think I'm my hardest critic too. Like, you know, doing quite well.
Yeah.
Shit, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like there's just more to do. You know what I mean? It's like more to do.
Yeah.
There's like more work. Like, you know what I mean? More work.
So you think
more, less room for failure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're working in a tighter space.
You're feeling some type of pressure.
Yeah.
But it's no pressure.
But it is picking up well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It is doing well.
100%.
But it also, you know, comes with the
100%.
pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And do you think it's important, you know, to be creative, you know, when it comes to being a fashion designer?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if you
I would
have,
hope so.
you know what I'm saying? Like if you have no creativity, like what are you gonna do? Like you know what I mean? Like, but everybody's creative in their own way. Like you know, like there's no proper way of going about it.
Are you inspired by certain styles? Like, I mean, like,
yo, bro, I'm inspired by.
Why did you pick like varsity jackets to rep the OTT brand?
You know what? That's what I like. You know what I mean? So it's like the brand is very reflective of like my personality too. Like, you know what I mean? So like I said earlier, I wouldn't put nothing out if I wouldn't wear it. Like,
what strength and skill do you think it takes to become like a designer itself?
What strength and skill?
Yeah.
It don't really take no strength and skill. You just gotta have, I think, like a clear vision.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like once you have a clear vision,
A clear plan.
yeah, like you have a clear vision, then you could like work towards that. You know what I'm saying? Towards the vision. So you know, don't.
So you saying everybody can do it?
Man, anybody could do it. You don't even need to know how to sew. You know what I mean? To be like a designer, you just gotta have your vision clear, and be able to communicate that. You know, whether it's with, you know, people sewing, whether it's with, you know, the manufacturers.
You don't have to be like Kanye West and own the livestock, eh?
I mean, you can, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean?
If that's what
you have
you-
the skill,
if that's
you
what
know what I
you
mean?
do.
If you have drawing skills, yo, you just need the vision, man. There's everything's out there, like, you know what I mean? But you have the vision, you're the conductor. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know, you make things out of your vision, you make things out of nothing. Or you could be the guy that's like, the designer that loves to draw and, like, you know what I mean?
For the
doing different things, you know?
For the OTT vision of it, how long did it? Like, how long was it in your head? Like, was it like a couple of years? Like, we're talking about decades there. Like, what was my vision? What we're talking about?
You didn't have any amazing days since 2002, non-stop. And how did it happen, bro?
Yo, bro, honestly, bro, it's kind of like, it's just, I feel like it's just like the culture, bro. Like, cultural, like, it's just like it was like the fucking need for me to like feel like, yo, there's like, you know, there's like dope culture in the city.
Like, were
you know what I mean?
Were you like in a basketball game and then somebody was wearing a cool hat and says OTT, like, you know what I mean? Like, how did the OTT of it came about it? That's what I want to know.
We want to know.
We want to know what's in the
Yeah, you want me to go to the exact
how the OTT brand came about it.
If you remember, I'm gonna do OTT.
Because I just found it's kind of unique
yeah.
of a brand name. It's just like, you know what, OTT.
That's all right. Right. No, I want to zone into the exact moment.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But I just think it's a brilliant idea, the whole OTT.
Okay,
boom. Obviously it stands for Ottawa.
Okay, he's got it.
So this is how I started. So, you know, back in the day, I used to rap, right?
Right.
So, Yeah, so I used to rap back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, yo, I want to be affiliated with a brand.
Okay.
As a rapper, I want to be affiliated with a brand. So I started looking for brands and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I started rocking with like, a couple brands, whatever, buying their stuff, over and over, just getting familiar, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and after like, a year or so of doing that, you know what I mean, of like always spending money, whatever, on brands, trying to get familiar and trying to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I was like, man, I'm gonna start my own shit, you know what I mean? So that's where the kind of like, the drive came from. Cause I was like, man, I was tired of like running around trying to mess with brands.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how can I start my own stuff? So yeah, I kind of like started thinking about hats, you know what I mean? Because I would always wear hats, right?
Okay.
You know?
I got you.
I had all the hats, Boston, New York, like, you know what I'm saying? Florida, all the hats. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own hats. You know what I mean?
Smart.
And in the beginning, I thought about OTT, you know what I mean? The three letters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was looking at the, you know how do you write Ottawa? On the Ottawa website, Ottawa.ca, whatever. But I kind of like flipped it around, you know what I mean? I flipped it around and I made it my own thing, so, and then I got the hat printed in the mall, Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
It was all black with the white OTT.
Yeah.
And then,
A little sharp.
boom, that's it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And after that, that's it, bro. This shit looks
You go to like one of those little boots or like lids or like.
Yeah, that's what I did because I didn't know where to go. I was like, you know what? I want my shit 3D.
Which one did you go at?
I went to Lids,
Right.
Saint Laurent. You know what I mean?
Lids.
Straight up, Lids will, help you start a brand. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Literally.
But the hat was so clean and nice. Everywhere I went, people was like, "Yo, the hat is dope. The hat is dope. The hat is dope. The hat is dope. The hat is dope." Everywhere I went, so I was like, "Fuck, damn, I need to print like a little bit."
Right.
So I did 50. Went. I was like, damn, I was selling at $40.
Wow.
I was like, oh man, nice. That's cool. You know what I mean? I print another 50. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's it.
It was something quick.
Yeah, straight up. And like, I already knew the art of hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I already knew the math. Like, you know what I mean?
It made
like
basic math. Like.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I already knew how to make
like,
the math.
Like cost minus 40.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
So like back then, so when you had a load of 50, how long did you say it took you to sell them?
Bro, like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's
That's for real. Because like, you know what?
Interesting.
The thing is, people, some people would buy like 10 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's this man, Peter Joint. Shout out Peter Joint. You know what I mean? He would get like 10 at a time, sometimes 20 at a time,
wow.
and he would like give them out to his friends and like his family
Right.
members. Each time, each collection I put out,
Right.
he would do that too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, and that's like somebody like he's like you know what I mean? That's somebody like you wouldn't think, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like
he was not even a good friend of yours.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Until you know what I mean? The
Right,
brand we met
right.
through the brand. He actually brought me out to like one of his schools because he's like a speaker and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he had brought me out to one of the schools. I spoke to the kids. I gave out some stuff. I started doing like community stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So he inspired me to do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the brand. I kind of like reached different people, man. Like
Right.
like in the beginning, I was dropping hats to like doctors and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Like I used to go to neighborhoods, like you know what I mean? Ding dong.
Why not the doctors from Ottawa too?
Yeah, no
Why
lie,
not?
no lie. Like all type of different people.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
family people, like all types of different people. So I got familiar with a lot of people. Like I got to exchange with a lot of people.
Mhm.
So that's when I knew like too like that's when I kind of learned too like your exchange is very important when you're
sure.
making a sale.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Customer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Customer is right.
Mhm.
Be
Yeah,
careful.
exactly.
Now, let me ask you a very important question. How important do you think it is to have people who define what is cool? Like rappers, athletes, for example, to be invested in your brand, right? Let's pop it. Let's hit.
Okay. Man, you know what? I think like it's kind of like backwards. You know what I mean? Like, of course you could kind of like, there's brands out there like, they they pay a lot of money to get influencers and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not knocking that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, there's also different brands that like, that have the sickest products. You know what I mean? That like influencers tap into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you want, I feel like you kind of like probably want that type of vibe instead of like, you know what I mean?
And let your product speak for itself.
Yeah, let your product speak for itself.
And then the athletes and the cool hype will kind of.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, you know, if you, like me for myself, like if I personally like an athlete or a rapper or whatever, and I'm gonna send something out to them, I'll do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, I'm not necessarily kind of like looking to like, you know what I'm saying? Get like use their fame to kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not what my MO is about, my brand, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm more like, I'm not chasing anything. You know what I mean? I just more so want to put out like quality products.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's it, like for real. You know?
How do you feel about the current state of fashion these days?
Oh man, it's
all over the place.
It's all over the place, you know, and like, you know, everybody want to do it. There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? Like, there's room for everybody to do whatever they want to do.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But you know, just, you know, a few people will stand out, you know.
How that impacts your brand itself from all the different fashion that's you're seeing out there? Is it hard for you? Do you just kind of represent just yourself as a brand, or just like more what the people are looking for?
Well, honestly, like, you know, like it became bigger than myself. You know what I mean? In the beginning, I was just doing what I liked and stuff like that. You know,
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
but like, you know, I started seeing like it was inspiring people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, from like, you know what I'm saying? To like my nephew, like, you know what I mean? It was people that was watching.
That's deep what you're
You know what I mean? So it started,
Yeah.
it started inspiring people. You know, a lot of young dudes, like, you know, started messing with me, talking to me. Like, I got in touch with a lot of people. You know, so
Right.
I kind of seen like the vibe that it had and the effect that it had on people. Just seeing, like, you know what I'm saying? That it's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? The person they know and they see that has that vibe and that's doing that. And, you know, and I take that very serious. Like, I take that role very serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I take that role very
Your
serious.
mentor, leader.
Yeah, I take that role very, very serious, you know, because like, you know what I mean, it's either that or like, you know what I'm saying?
Or you're lacking, right?
Shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's good to see that, you
for
know,
real,
you take the responsibility. You know?
Most definitely, you know, especially amongst, like, you know what I'm saying, each other, like us, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I never want to mislead, you know what I'm saying, nobody. I never want to mislead no young dude. I never want to mislead no younger, like, you know what I'm saying? Never want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to like uplift.
No,
you know what I mean?
man.
Straight up. That's what I'm all about.
That's what's up, man. And for someone that wants to do what you're doing right now, like, you know, what would you say is the first and foremost thing you need to consider before starting a clothing brand?
First and foremost, what you need to consider before starting a clothing brand is pretty much like, I would say like what type of feel you want people to have. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you wear your stuff. So like me, I wanted people to feel like, I wanted to give like a sporty slash
That's the vibe I get.
casual.
Yeah, I get like varsity jacket, quarterback type.
Yeah, but like sporty, casual, but like you could wear it, you know what I'm saying? Dress very sharp, and you could wear it, you know what I'm saying, going out for brunch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Type of stuff. So
For sure.
that's the vibe I wanted to create, like something like, you know, sporty, but still casual,
Casual
like
at the same
clean,
time.
classy. Like,
What has been the most exciting part about building your own fashion brand?
the most exciting part to me is seeing the people wearing the stuff. Like, you know what I mean, like nothing beats that. Like,
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
I
for
can
real.
imagine.
When I-
That's crazy for real.
Like when I drive around, like
Oh, shit.
when people send me pics.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, people will take random pics of different people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even sometimes, like from different cities, be like, yo, look, these guys are
Oh, from different cities, and they be tagging the page online.
But people that know me, they'll send it to me personally on my
Right.
phone. You know, be like,
Right.
oh, look, boom, boom.
Was there any
I love that.
anybody that wear your stuff and then you were like kind of shocked that they actually wear your stuff? You're like, oh my god, I would never thought this person would actually buy my stuff, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, like
Have like an experience.
let me see, like a lot of people like. Let me see, like a lot of people wore my stuff. Let's say like celebs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like I haven't had like celebs buy into my stuff,
Yeah.
but I had them like wear my stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like from like the Sway Lees,
Mhm.
like the Troy Abs in the
Oh,
beginning when I was
shit.
starting. You know what I mean? Try to figure it out on top.
Yeah.
That's all people I like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that's
I'm
some
authentic
good
with it too, so I'm not gonna go
Like, do you have, like,
reach
anybody-
out to artists I don't like.
Would you
Just
say,
for
like-
like the you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, bro, how do you stay up to date with fashion?
To me, there's no way to like, you know what I mean, go about it. So it's like me, like my creative process was just like, I'm inspired by everything I see, like you know what I mean. So everything I see.
I can see we have the three jackets here in the back.
Oh, yeah,
Show
for
us what we're all about.
Talk about the devil.
You could
Oh, yeah, for sure.
show us. Just show it to the camera there. You know, matter of fact, I could just hold it for you.
Yeah, bring it here actually.
We're just gonna go down memory lane a little bit, you know.
Yeah, tell us what season, like, this
Okay.
looks like fresh varsity jackets I would rock.
Yeah. I mean, these are some of the first ones, first edition. You know what I mean? The regular black with the white OTT.
What made
know
you
I
think
mean?
about the Canadian flag there?
I mean, this is where we at, So
I got you.
Show the back, show the back.
again,
Over the top.
Yeah, over the
what,
top.
What is that? What is
red.
that?
That's my signature right there.
Okay.
Mhm.
We don't
Yeah,
want-
it gives that Sean John feel.
Yeah, you feel me? It's
we don't want no copycat.
Exactly,
Yeah, I know. No
It's
copycat.
that
man.
class. It's that class.
Yes, sir.
This, you know what I'm saying? Again,
You got all provinces there?
All provinces, you know what
All
I mean?
provinces?
This was a special piece for.
Do you know them by heart?
With the flags?
Yeah.
Nah. You know what I mean? I probably know Quebec.
Allegiance to the Queen. Turn it.
You feel me?
So you put the
No, this Ontario flag. It ain't like this is England. This is the England flag.
I don't know, man. Our Queen I don't know, man. We got allegiance to England. Is that news to everybody in Canada? Listen, man. I swear I know things, man. They're fresh, bro. They're fresh.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
How'd you come up? Go ahead.
What should we be looking out for on OTT in the future?
Good one.
Oh man, just look out for like.
Give us the good stuff. Give us the good stuff there.
Oh man,
Spill the beans, buddy.
just look out for like, different things happening like aside from fashion.
Yeah.
But still like related to the brand. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Most definitely. We're working hard to like, still like, do different things in the city.
That's what's
You
up.
know
That's
what
what's
I mean?
up.
And play part in the culture. Most definitely.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, bro, who's your favorite designer of all time? And then after that, give me your favorite designer, like right now, currently.
Okay. Well, one of my favorite designers, I really like Ralph Lauren. You know what I'm saying?
Lauren, okay.
You know what I mean?
I-
His looks
me
are
too.
dope. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren too, yeah.
I love like the feel behind like his
Yeah.
brand and the look.
Yeah.
One of my favorite designers now, I really like. I like Kanye because I like the energy
Oh, yeah?
behind his.
Okay.
I like the energy
Yeah.
behind like his
Yeah.
whole like his brand. Like you know what I mean?
Right. He's switching everything up now. He's agreeing
really-
with Sway.
He's really he's really like showing us
Yeah.
a whole different way, like
Yeah.
as well too.
Well, I love how we're seeing his evolution, right?
And he's taking the blows,
Yeah.
before you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, yo, he will the shit.
And then
he will
yeah.
change shit.
Look,
you know
did
what
he
I'm
telling
saying?
you Kanye's not even humble? He's full of himself.
Yo,
but now
bro.
he's giving clout to Sway, right? Trying to be against. Sway's got the answers, right?
They just don't want Kanye to be like the new Gap or like, you know what I'm saying? And stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
he's
just
that
all
guy
over the
definitely,
country, like,
bro.
you know what I mean, bro? Like,
Yeah.
anyway,
He got that
man,
new
Yeah.
White Lives Matter T-shirt. I don't know if you got
Yeah, that just came out. See that? Of course, Kanye with controversy, right? Is it controversial? I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just something Kanye would do. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel like it's time now to just own it, own your creativity,
Mhm.
own everything. Like have that mentality, and like
Yeah.
if you have something and like
For sure.
if you think about it and like there's different owners, like find different ways to like
Yeah.
own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Nah, man. Okay, we've seen a lot of clothing brands, like that do collabs, like Supreme, with Nike, for example. So if OTT could do a collab with another brand, which one would it be, and what item would it be?
Good question.
Damn, you know what? If I could do a collab with a well-known brand, I would probably do it with Puma. I'd probably make like a
Puma?
sneaker.
I was gonna say Beta Navy.
Yeah,
Puma?
Beta Navy.
Why?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just like the look of their sneakers. You know what I mean? It's classy and sporty. Like I love that shit. I love that. So I feel like they gave me a chance. I could probably
Do a little something for their company.
Something very.
Yes, sir.
Good question. Which one is your favorite piece from your collection, you would say, and for what reason?
One of my favorite pieces, I would say, is the black OTT jacket. Yeah,
That's the one that was right there.
The original, yeah. It's one of my favorite pieces. One of my first pieces.
Is there a reason in particular? Or?
No reason in particular. I just feel like you could. It's like you can wear it with anything. True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everything.
You really
Like,
can,
no
man.
matter what color. Yeah.
Rock the block with
You know what I
anything,
mean?
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
got the
it's
little
very,
red.
Yeah. It's very
Sure.
versatile. Yeah, it goes with everything. So.
I feel like red and black goes well together already.
Right, for sure.
And what aspects of the fashion industry do you wish you could change? You're Thanos. You can do whatever you want.
I would say like that I could change.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say like just the I wish we had like our own like manufacturers, like you know what I'm saying,
Right.
in the country. With the same prices. You feel me? That's what I would change. Like
Victim of mobilization.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I've manufacturers in the country, with the same prices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
come on, y'all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like, it's okay. Even if we pay you on American dollars, like
Yeah.
same prices, please.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You can't do it.
I don't know, man. It's not like a question for economists there in the country.
Yeah,
But bro, you know what? They be all like, I don't know, man. Like, they be talking about where your stuff comes from. A lot of the stuff comes from overseas, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just
Everything,
again, globalization.
everything, man. Everything,
man.
everything. It's only right,
Yeah.
And
And go ahead.
Where do you see the brand itself in 5 years, you would say?
I would say like just having like maybe like an OTT shop. You know what I mean? Like
okay.
like a flagship store.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why there's no OTT shop at this moment? Is it because obviously the economy itself?
No, there's no particular reason. You know what I mean?
It takes a lot of your time.
Like I said, like to me, it's. I'm not running or chasing anything. Like you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like following my vision, like step by step. So yeah, within 5 years, maybe 4 years, whatever, 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Within 5 years, you know what I mean? You will see a OTT flagship
Okay.
store. You know
It
what
looks
I
like
mean?
the business is doing very well. So
Yeah,
straight
you know,
forward, wishing for the best,
Yeah,
brother.
with a lot of variety, for sure.
For sure. Now let's switch it up a little. Which celebrity do you think has the best swag?
Oh shit. Damn. Okay.
Put you on the map.
Oh shit. Let me think.
You gonna say Kanye?
Kanye? Nah. Yo, not to hate on Kanye,
Yeah.
to each his own, but nah, like,
You gonna say Swilly?
sweet. Son. I would say like, damn, it's hard, bro. Because I don't really. It's hard. Let me see, but I like Ross got mad swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know who has the best swag. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
You have
a couple
a-
niggas have swag.
you have a-
Ross has swag. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a favorite
Meek
singer?
has cool swag. A favorite singer?
Yeah.
Like R&B singer?
Any
Or like the
singer.
rappers?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah. I grew up off like
Old
the
school.
Jay-Z era.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The Sean. Sean is one dude at the top of my list.
Yeah. Shine Pope.
For real.
Well, if you don't know, go Google Shine
Yeah,
Pope.
yeah.
The Honorable.
The honorable,
Yeah. I think it's
the
Prime
honorable,
Minister.
yeah. He really had a big impact on me. Like,
Did you have like some Sean John clothing itself? or-
Sean clothing? Nah,
No.
I didn't have no Sean. My older brother did.
Oh, okay.
But no, I didn't have no Sean clothing. No, so
last but not least,
Mhm.
what does Ottawa mean to you?
OTT, like you
Oh
said.
man, shoot, man.
I'm the founder
What does it mean to me?
of the OTT clothing
Damn,
brand.
son. Yo, what does Ottawa mean to y'all, man? Write your answers. What does Ottawa mean to me? Oh, bro, I don't know, man. Like, it's just like, I take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a place where we reside, you know? And there's a vibe, like, you know what I mean? Everybody there creates a vibe, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, you either just kind of like fall into the vibes or
Yeah.
you take control of the vibes. You know what I mean? And even what y'all doing right now is taking control of the vibes. You know what I mean?
That's straight facts. You already
You know what I'm saying?
Billy, thanks for coming, brother.
Let's take control.
Nah,
you
it was an honor, it was an honor, brother.
Thanks for having me. Sure.